I'm Busta.
I'm Jack.
And I'm Sam.
Welcome back to another video. We are at the home of Lab Golf. We're gonna give a tour of the full facility. Sam's gonna take us through, walk us chronologically through the process here at Lab, how they come from an idea to a finished product that you get to make putts with.
We're gonna build a custom putter for each of us along the way, so stay tuned for that finished product at the end.
Super stoked to have you guys here. This is gonna be so much fun. Am I under the impression that you guys had a perfect record of non-professional golfers?
They beat us.
That's gotta hurt.
So that means
That's gotta hurt.
we have to pay now for one of you. We're gonna fly you out, pay for your flight, hotel, food, stay, everything. And you get a free putter, customized, fully fit by the man himself.
I'm gonna take care of you. We're gonna get you fit in here. We're gonna take you out on the golf course, make sure you know how to use the thing, and it's gonna be a blast.
So all you have to do is subscribe and you're entered.
Welcome to Lab Golf, guys. So excited to have you. I'll show you around. I'm gonna show you guys about how the whole machine works. Starting our R&D department here. That's where it all begins. It hasn't been R&D for very long. So yeah, we got a lot more work to do to get all the fancy machines, all the stuff like that in here and get it going. But let me introduce you to the guys. Mr. Brian Parks, this is our director of R&D. Product development, Kevin's the OG. This is a fellow that co-designed the Mez, designed the link.
Yeah, we like that guy.
Why don't you talk about the link a little bit?
Yeah, we actually didn't know we'd be able to make it and balance it. We had quite a bit of discussion about that because we were trying to make a ping answer that had our technology, but traditionally to make our stuff work, you had to put the shaft right in the head and have the direct install, and that was our biggest challenge, was making that work around it. We 3D printed an adjustable one just to see. We wanted something that was easy to experiment with, and yeah, he was taking a look at it. So, well, why don't we make one for real?
The demand on, something that didn't look like hell was significant. We had, that was definitely one of the big barriers to entry on, people getting into the product. The demand was there for something more simple. B2, we probably went too far. I mean, that thing was like...
Utilitarian is the word we used to throw around.
Yeah, most people referred to it as a block of stainless on a stick.
What would you say is like kind of just a normal day in R&D?
Putting out fires, that's usually first, and then trying things no one else tries is mainly how we push things forward. Tested with a lot of stuff that just ends up in the pile, and we've tested with a lot of things that you guys see out on the shelves now. So
we want to be heavy into product development, but the R&D guys are also the ones fixing the production problems. Yesterday's a great example, and we had an issue where we had 60 links. Would not balance. The duality on this team to have to shift gears from being creative and developing product to then stopping what they're doing to go make sure we can get putters out the door is a pain in the butt, and hopefully we got help on the way.
But then on the other side of that, probably the fun part of what R&D is, we got a couple 3D printers. We use them very lightly, but it's a quick way for us to make a few heads, and then I'll shaft them up with a real shaft and hand them to Sam, and Sam can set it down, and so we've got, you can feel it, right? It's just plastic.
Yeah, plastic. So we'll draw something, get it looking pretty on a screen.
We'll sit in here and do kind of a design review of parts with my team, and this is something where we have a couple little features we want to change. Sam's like, hey, what do you think about this? We're like, that looks cool on the screen, but we got to see it in person. 3D print it, takes a few hours. By lunchtime, I can come hand it to him and go, here, set this down, and then really give me your feels and vibes. Then we go to the next step of, hey, all right, we're going to go machine it. That's like the fun side of R&D.
But the continuous side is like, you just asked, like, is this something that other companies deal with? Yesterday's issue, very likely it was a batch of shafts that we got.
Whoa, Mad Jack, hang on. Is Black Link on the shelves yet?
Whoa.
I think I might know it. These black ones, we got the white ones over there. These are, there's 50 of each. Yeah, yesterday's thing, so if you get in there on that tip.
Like if you look at that, like if you put something else like right in line with it, you can see as I rotate it.
Oh, wow.
So you were asking about, are these standards that other companies deal with? There's no chance that any other putter company does that to their shafts for QC. It's because they don't need to. Like, it has no impact on what they do. It's not that they're, not doing proper QC. It just has no impact on the putter. That's for anything else, a completely negligible issue. For us, that's 60 putters that will not balance. They won't.
In terms of new products, new models, like, what is the goal and ideal timeline of having more than Link, Mez Max, DF?
I would love for 3-4 years from now for us to have 7, 8, 9, 10 different, base model putters so that there's something for everybody.
I got too many options.
But that's what's so cool about our putter. I mean, we were talking about that too. It's like with the options, you know, like from a link to a DF, because you're not changing the torque profile, there's no adjustment period. Like you can just switch. And like, you know, you match swing weight, match this and that. And
that's why they gotta untorque themselves.
Untorque yourself. We'll show you some more stuff here.
Remember, we're giving away a putter. Sam and Kate beat us. First time we've been beat by non-pros on our channel. We have to pay for one of you to come out here and get the whole lab experience that we've gotten today.
Custom putter,
everything, laser, everything, and all you gotta be is subscribed. So, make sure you smash the sub button. Good luck to all those who enter, and hopefully you get to come see this crazy putter experience.
He has something specific he wants on an orange mez. So once you get in there with Jeremy, see the process of like figuring out what it is that we can put on there. And
Just heard the best news of all time. Since they're not selling it, we can put whatever we want on it.
Really?
And I'm gonna put Pistol Pete.
Oh, that's so
and go
sick.
and go pokes on it. Yeah, Pistol Pete, OK State. It was either this or a cracked peanut.
That's what I'm putting on mine.
That is hilarious. Wait, man.
Go get you one, baby. It's cooking up.
Oh, look at you. Look at his face. He's like, he's so
Dude,
stoked.
no, I mean, and we're probably 2 and 2 by the time this video came out. Oh!
Whoa.
Look at Pistol Pete, boy.
That's crazy.
I can't wait to see Get You One. Put on your putter. You want some glasses, Mad Jack?
Oh, look at him.
Yeah. It's time to get a putter lasered, baby.
Look at these. I feel like I'm in Men in Black or something.
No. Oppenheimer.
All right, here we go.
Here it is.
We're blast up.
Here it is.
Oh, yeah. Look at that thing.
Oh my gosh, dude.
That's crazy.
Dude, Tig and Grant are so screwed.
Oh, that's so sick.
Hey, Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Get you one. Busted Jack 10. We're gonna hammer it this whole video, you know. Get you 10% off. Go get you one.
Woo.
Oh.
Look at that.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Oh. Look at that logo.
Oh.
Oh, baby. Go get you one.
Busted Jack 10.
That's so sick.
10% off. Oh, to the moon.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I might not miss ever again.
Better not.
Just like that, one of one lab golf putter.
so you guys saw the R&D process, how all that goes. Once we've decided on a putter and we've got them into production, we have a pretty crazy process in how we get this thing, like from a customer's order all the way to something that's get put in a box. Starts over here in this room. This is awesome. We got everybody gathered in here. These are the 4 folks that are effectively in charge of getting every single putter out the door. We got Kevin, who's our operations manager. Matt Schuth, chief operating officer. Jess, I want to call out Jess here for a second. So when the factory was in Reno, you were what, 21 years old? And 6 years later, she's still here. She's in charge of making sure, in charge of the whole flow of all of our production. If you turn around, we got these little colored envelopes here. These folks print out the build sheets together. They prioritize which orders are going out when and all that. Tons of little options here, and kind of organizing which direction they go after the sheet's been printed is quite a task. Certainly a very, very different task than any other putter company in the world.
400,000 combinations into one putter.
400,000
Holy.
potential
Really?
combinations, yeah. Between shafts, colors, sight lines, swing weight. And Mr. Greg Medford here. Greg's pretty special. He came to us as a former prison guard. Harsh, mean, gruff, and now he's a big squeezy teddy bear. The first thing that's going to happen is whatever's on the order is going to get shafted. These guys right here, Big Austin over there, he's kind of our lead shafting guy. They're going to figure out what shaft is going in what head. These are obviously mez hosels right here. So we actually just shaft the hosel first before it goes into the head. Yeah, so Austin's got some links going over here. Same thing, we just shaft the hosel first. Austin, say hello to the people.
Hello.
Right on. The Shaftamasta right here. After they're shafted, we start going this way, and they're gonna end up on a build table. That build table and who's building what putter is gonna get dictated by those guys in there. You know, what we try to do is like mix it up so that we don't have the same person building the same putter every single day, all day. And it keeps everybody's skills sharp and kind of gets rid of the monotony and all that. But so yeah, they'll start spreading out build sheets. These racks that you see him pushing around there, you know, we'll have somebody's gonna drop a rack right next to somebody's table. Those are their putter builds for the day.
How many putters can they build a day?
I want to say the biggest shipping day that we've ever had, it's kind of how we determine it, you know, because like a lot of them will be halfway in process. 350, 400 putters I think is the most we've ever shipped in a day.
405 yesterday.
405 putters yesterday.
How about it?
Jesus. Yeah,
That's crazy.
it's a lot. I think the Monday after Lucas's win, we sold as many putters that day as we did the first year that I owned the company. Yep.
That's a pretty cool
It
moment.
was nuts.
Pretty
It was
cool.
absolutely nuts. So yeah, and then we get out here, aforementioned racks. Each one of these tables is associated with a rack, and they're gonna get these and balance them. The balancing process is super secret, so we can't show you. But it's intense. It takes a while. Sometimes a single putter can take up to 40 minutes to balance. And like we were talking about before, these link putters in particular are super duper finicky, and so to get them to actually meet our standards is tough.
Any of these right here, will they not balance and y'all have to go back to the drawing board
Absolutely.
for that specific build?
Absolutely, like we were talking about before with the shafts that we use are great relative to the quality of steel shafts in the entire industry. They're amazing, but the type of standards that you know we're required to meet are just different. But yeah, occasionally we get in a load of shafts that just have this tiny little something different than the balancing process, and all of a sudden we got troubles. Zora over here is about to test a broomstick putter.
The revealer.
This is the revealer, and we have to use a special one for the brooms, obviously, because they're so long. This is the last test. So there's a couple other things that we check before we get in the revealer.
Lefty
Right.
revealer.
Yep.
Look at that.
We make sure that one's absolutely perfect.
That is.
Look at that.
Yeah, we try to make sure it's not swimming around, and
That's crazy.
every single putter goes through at least 2 revealer checks. If it is a newer builder that has started that putter, it'll go through 3 revealer checks. It's pretty intense. I mean, that's what we do, right? If it's not lying or balanced, it's not lying or balanced. So I can show you a little bit about the process. These are all the screws we use. So this is Brandon's station. This is our tour builder here. I was telling you guys about the paper cups and the sand and stuff. Most of the guys on the general build floor are not dealing with tungsten powder. On the tour department, there's some crazy ass fine tuning that we can do. You know, kind of perform in a very specific way for these guys. So Brandon, you know, in addition to the weights that are all separated by 2 grams here, 2, 4, 6, 8, you know, all the way on up to 18. Sometimes he'll need a little dash of powder to make them just absolutely perfect.
And those guys can tell.
Oh, absolutely.
Those guys on tour, they know when it's off by a couple
Absolutely,
grams.
and what's been so cool lately is like Charles Schwartzel had us send him 3 different putters. They were arm lock putters, which are already pretty heavy. And he wanted all 3 separated by 5 grams apiece. And you know, the total weight of this thing's up around 650 grams. We're like, you can't be serious. And sure enough, like it's real. And he was able to feel it instantly. But yeah, the balancing process, you see all the ports on the bottom of a given putter, you know, all these have different weights. And the same putter, 35-inch, 69-degree putter, same shaft, same grip, same everything, you get 20 of them, you're not gonna have too many of those 20 that have the exact same weight configuration. Every single one of them needs to be hand balanced, and that's, you know, for the folks at home that are always, you know, giving us some crap online about how expensive they are, that's why. There's no way to mass produce these things. There's no way around them being hand balanced and hand built. Yeah, it's quite a process, and it's not club building. It's different. The process is a lot more like watchmaking than it is making a putter.
It's an art.
Yeah. After that, putters are all built. They're getting all ready, and then they come out here into the QC department. This is a quality control station. So the same sheet that we had, you know, before, we're going to go through every single one of these data points. Every single one of those specs needs to get signed off on. They get checked depending upon which aspect of the putter. Some of it will get checked 2 or 3 times. Correct sightline, correct color, you know. And it's stringent. It's a very, very intense process. We take very seriously the amount of money that these folks are spending on these putters, and it's got to be perfect. So we make sure that it is. Nobody offers the amount of customizations that we do. And with custom work comes all kinds of problems, including up, you know, like laser the wrong line on it. With the amount of actual handling we have on a head, drop one and puts a ding in it. We have this outlet store, labgolfoutlet.com, and all these are effectively pre-made putters. And another really cool aspect of it is that, like, depending upon like how demand is going, like right now we're looking at 5-6 weeks to get a putter. look on the outlet store if you know your specs.
Might find one that's spec'd out for you.
Yeah, definitely check this thing out. You might find some really, really good deals. Some of the more egregious screw ups will be, 40%, 50% off of retail. So, like I said, the cool thing is they go out that day. That's all the freaking putters, man. It's a lot of putters. Mad rush, pretty much right around now. I imagine this is probably pretty irritating to them that we're standing right here because the UPS guy's coming pretty soon. But yeah, that's it. Bag them and tag them. UPS guy comes up through this door and out the door.
And there they go.
And that's pretty much the journey. Gentlemen,
Yes, sir.
it's Christmas.
It is Christmas.
Christmas in September.
Oh my goodness. The
Holy Grail.
reveal.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Get you 5.
Murdered out. Use our code BusJack10. Thank you to Sam.
Also,
Thank you guys so much for coming.
make sure you subscribe. We're giving away a trip out here.
Yep.
You can build this exact same putter if you wanted. So
Truth.